Traders, good morning. Welcome back to today's update of this week's trading series. It's a third day of the week. It's a Wednesday, the 7th of June, and if you check, there's just 12 minutes to 6, and I'm back with another update. If you guys know me by now, the first thing that I do in the morning is go to my DXY, and I want to understand where are we at the moment. I'm a day trader, so I'm only concerned with what's happening right now. I don't want to encounter everything that's been happening in the market since whenever, right? I'm only interested in what's happening right now. What is the market gonna try and do right now? For that reason, I'm just going to zoom in closer and understand what is the market doing right now. I think everybody by now understands market structure, and in terms of market structure, if the market is going to push to the upside, we're going to push and exhaust and push again, violating the previous highs and keep it cracking like that. But if the market is going to push, exhaust, and then fail to break above the previous highs and start giving me something like that, does this look like a market that's pushing to the upside? Well, no, it looks like the market that is failing to break to the upside, and it might be gearing to push to the downside, maybe all the way to this level here. Now, initially we have to worry about this zone here, but the market ideally might be coming back to this level here. Right now, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to drag this back here, and you tell me if that's not the same thing, right? That's the same thing that the market did. It's failing to break to the upside, and it looks like it's getting geared up to push to the downside, you know, all the way to this level here. Now, initially we have to worry about this level here, but the market looks like it's pushing to the downside. So for that reason, on our DXY today, I'm expecting something like that. You know, obviously I'm going to be worried about this level here when the market gets here, and ideally we would love the market to push all the way to the downside to this level here. Now listen up, traders, this is very, very, very important. If I'm expecting the DXY to drop, then I'm expecting all these three to push to the upside. So when I get into these three, I'm not going to negotiate. Let's go to EURUSD. I'm only looking for buys. If the market is going to push to the downside, it's going to push, exhaust, and push again, violating the previous low, right? If the market start doing something like that and failing to break the previous low and start doing something like that, does this look like a market that is still continuing with this push, exhaust, and push to the downside? Well, no, the market looks like it's failing to break this level here, and what might happen is we might break this neckline here and continue pushing to the upside. You know, if anything, we might get a retest and then push to the upside, ideally back to these highs here. Right now, I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna drag this thing back all the way here, and you tell me if this is not the same thing, right? The market pushed, exhaust, and instead of pushing and violating the previous low, we failed to do that, and the market broke back inside the market. Now the market looks like we're gonna break this neckline, but ideally we might be coming back to these levels here. So our trade, or our idea of a trade today, is to buy the EURUSD, stop loss below structure. We're gonna worry about this level first, but ideally we are expecting the market to get back all the way to this level here, and that makes a lot of sense, folks, because we are expecting the opposite on the DXY, right? It's as simple as that. Let's move on to GBPUSD and dissect the information. Again, if the market is going to be pushing to the downside, we're going to push, exhaust, and push again, violating the previous low, so we can continue doing something like that, right? But if the market fails to break the previous low and then start doing something like that, does this look like a market that's continuing with this push, exhaust, and push to the downside? Well, no, it looks like the market that is failing to break the previous lows, and what might happen is we might break this neckline here and all the way to the previous highs, something like that. Now I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna take this baby here, drag him to the left, and you tell me, doesn't this look like the same thing this looks like the market that's failing to break to the downside, and what might happen is a break of that neckline there, and maybe we might get a retest of that neckline. But initially where we might be going is the previous highs, something like that, maybe even beyond. But for now, because we are day traders, we are only interested in what's happening right now. What is the market doing right now? Initially, this will be our first level to worry about. I do expect this to come back to the downside so we can tighten our stop loss, but ideally this is what our trade is going to look like. Back to the upside, stop loss safely below structure, and we're gonna get it cracking like that. That's the story with the GBPUSD, and it makes a lot of sense because we are expecting the same thing with the EURUSD, and we're expecting the opposite with the DXY. Let's move on to New Zealand dollar USD and understand what is happening right there. New Zealand dollar USD, what we can observe is that we just made a double bottom there, and the next scenario that might happen, because for a market, if a market is pushing to the downside, it's going to push, exhaust, and push again, violating the previous lows. If it starts doing something like that, giving us double bottoms, then what we might expect is a break of the neckline and maybe a retest, but then continuing with that move to the upside, possibly back to these levels here. Right, so I'm gonna take this baby, drag him to the left, and you be the judge of what's happening. Right, so looks like we might be getting a break of that neckline, and the market will be pushing all the way to the upside. Of course, we're going to be worrying about this level here, but ideally, man, oh God help the markets if that happens, but ideally, look at that. This is what I foresee the New Zealand dollar doing, and that makes a lot of sense, folks, because let's fix that first. Stop loss below structure, and we'll go for our targets. This makes a lot of sense because we expect the same on the GBPUSD, and we expect the same on the EURUSD, and the opposite on the DXY. It's Afonso with Afonso analysis. It's pretty early in the morning. It's 3 minutes to 6 here, folks, and this is what we expect for the day. I'll be back during the day with an update, but otherwise, manage your risk properly. Traders, welcome back to another update of this week's trading series. It is still the 7th. It's a Wednesday, the 7th of June, and if you check the time here, it's just 36 minutes past 2, and I'm back with another update. You know, some people call me wizard when it comes to analyzing the market, but I really believe that I live up to my name, man. Afonso analysis. If you still remember, this morning we were expecting the DXY to drop all the way to these levels here, but initially we are supposed to worry about this zone here where the market is right now. Let's just zoom in closer and see how that played out. Look at the beauty of that. So now we took the trade right at the break of this candle here, and since then the market has been dropping like it's hot. So since it is on that zone there where we are supposed to worry initially, I'm just going to move my stops, or if you are in this trade, make sure you move your stop loss to take some profits off the market. Now the reason we take some profits is because if this thing decides to come back and shoot to the upside, then we can walk away with some dignity on this trade here. So that's the story with the DXY. Is the DXY gonna still drop like it's hot until we get to this zone here? Nobody knows, but the most important thing is we've already made some money. Let's move on to EURUSD and see what is what. Let's move back to 4 hours. I've already spoiled a surprise for you there, but you already know, man, I hardly miss when it comes to these markets. Initially, we were looking at the market to push to the upside this morning because it failed to close and break below this level here, and that is exactly what we got. The market is pushing to the upside. Let us just zoom in closer, move back to 1 hour so we can see how it played out. So I'm quite confident on this trade that it's gonna push to the upside and hit our take profit, because we've already violated this little structure that the market created here in the past. So the market has been pushing to the upside since then. For that reason, I'm gonna move my stop loss to take some of the profits off the market, so that even if the market decides to come back, I've already made money. It's such a nice feeling to get kicked out of a trade with some profits rather with a loss. So the market is at a critical level right now, of which it is expected for the market to react there. Is the market going to continue pushing all the way to the upside? Nobody knows, but nobody cares about that. The most important thing is that we've already made money from this trade. So let's move on to GBPUSD. Let's move back to 4 hours to see what is what. Look at that. What a beautiful trade. You know what? Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to get some gems like this. As you can see, the market did push to the upside, and we are currently trying to violate this level here. Nobody knows if we're going to smash through that, but let's move back to 1 hour and observe this baby right here. Look at how beautiful that is. Now this is pure market structure, guys. I'm not using any indicators here. I'm not looking at any news or any algorithms or anything like that. This is just pure market structure, just how the market moves, the rhythm, the behavior, the language of the market. And I do spend a lot of time with these markets here. So same thing here, guys. We're just gonna move our stop loss to profits, collect some of the profits of the market. Man, I really like moving my stop loss, taking some profits of the market, so that whatever happens in the market, I'm still profitable. But that is the story with the GBPUSD. Let us have a quick peek at the New Zealand dollar USD. We didn't get an entry here because our initial entry was supposed to be on this candle here, and it was too close to home. I missed this one here. I was supposed to get my entry around this level here, but then I missed this one here. But nonetheless, that's what's happening on the New Zealand dollar USD. We haven't taken the trade here. It looks like the market is really reacting quite strongly on this level here, of which is expected, to be honest with you. Look at how much noise is built around that zone there. That tells me that there's a lot of sellers sitting around that level there, hence the market is finding it really difficult to smash through all the way to our take profits. But I still stand to my morning's analysis. Once the market smash through this level here, God help the markets, man. We're gonna take this thing all the way to 62500. But stay tuned to find out what happens with these markets here. It's Afonso with Afonso Analysis. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, but otherwise manage your risk properly. Traders, welcome back to another update of this week's trading series. It's a Thursday today, 33 minutes past 3, the 8th of June, and I'm back with another update. If you still remember, guys, we are selling the DXY, and man, if you have a notebook, take it out, record this moment in history, because this is legendary. Let us just zoom in closer just to catch up on the DXY here and understand what has happened since the last time I updated you guys. I had moved my stop loss to collect some of the profits of the market, so that if the market decides to change direction, then I know that I'm safely in profits on this trade here. Now the market did come back to tap me out, and it started running back to my direction. It's just such a shame, man. This was such a nicely executed trade, and to see the market doing something like that to me is just such a shame. But it is what it is, man. No use bitching about it. Let's just move on to Euro USD. The last time I updated you guys, I had moved my stop loss to take some of the profits of the market using this week here, and the market came back just a few pips away to my stop loss, and it started rallying to the upside. Since then, I had moved my stop loss to below this week here, just to collect more profits of the market, so that if this thing decides to come back, then I know that I have something to show for. So far so good. This thing looks like we are gonna smash our take profit, guys. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Look at how beautiful that is. That is the Euro USD. Let us move on to GBPUSD and understand what is happening there. Let's just zoom in closer and catch up with our friend here, GBPUSD. Now the last time I had spoken to you guys, my stop loss was around this zone. I had moved my stop loss below this week here just to collect some of the profits of the market, and since then I had moved my stop loss to collect more profits because this thing has been shooting to the upside. You know what? Beautiful trade here. Is it gonna hit our take profit? Nobody knows. Nobody cares about that. The most important thing is that we've already collected more profits on this trade here, and that's what it's all about, right? Trading is about managing risk. It's just about playing around with your numbers, balancing your numbers, and as long as at the end of the day you are on positive, at the end of the week, at the end of the month you are on a positive side, then you can maintain this trading business for a long run. But that's an update for today, guys. Beautiful trades that we've taken there. I'm still waiting to see if this thing is gonna smash our take profit, but what a beautiful trade. Let's go to New Zealand dollar USD. We didn't take any trade on New Zealand dollar USD because it didn't break to the upside, which is such a shame, man. We'll be back with an update. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel and leave your comments down below. But otherwise, manage your risk properly. Traders, we are back. To be honest with you, I didn't expect to see you so soon, but we are back with another update. If you check the time here, it's just 4:45 and I'm back with another update. Let's just go to DXY, get it over and done with. Look at that, man. That was such a beautiful trade. It's just such a shame that we got kicked out and we didn't get to see that beautiful take profit there, but that was such a beautiful analysis. I'm really happy with that. Let's move on to Euro USD, and what a beautiful trade. I mean, look at that. What a beautiful smash take profit straight to the T, and we are smiling our way to the bank. Beautiful trade there, no complaints. I'm sure we've already learned everything that we needed to learn about that trade. Let's just move on to GBPUSD, and man, beautiful trade. You know what, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so I can notify you on the next one. And that's it for today, guys. We did smash nice beautiful take profits there based on simple price action and market structure. And if you guys didn't learn enough from this trade, just subscribe to the channel and I'll be back with another banger.